Yo, my name is Akil Sherman. I've been a certified trainer over 20 years, and I am not the trainer that grew up flat stomach, small waist, in shape with a six pack. I had to work for it. Listen, are you sleeping enough? Are you getting enough sleep? How is your sleep hygiene, as it's called? You know, a lot of folks want to lose fat, want to be healthier, but aren't sleeping. And sleep still to this day, even in 2023, sleep doesn't get the appreciation that it deserves. I think we're starting to see it more and more because we have more sleep apps and there is more technology, like, you know, the fitness trackers that are out there that track our sleep. So, you know, it's getting more airtime, if you will, but folks are still not taking it seriously. You know, like, we definitely want to get that minimum 7 hours, right? There's select few who can survive and, you know, and are effective on less, but most folks are not. You know, we need that 7 to 9 hours, somewhere in that window. And folks, you know, number one, they're not getting consistent proper sleep, and then they're not sleeping through the night, you know. And so what happens is that lack of sleep over time will make your body create more of the stress hormone called cortisol. And so in small doses and in regular intervals, you know, when the body's supposed to produce it, cortisol is fine. But what the body is not meant to do is just to produce that stress hormone in mass consistently, because what will happen is that you will find, among other things, that you will not be able to lose body fat. And cortisol can actually force your body to retain body fat. And so, like I said, one of the downsides of not getting enough sleep is the overproduction of the stress hormone cortisol. So, you know, if you are putting in the effort to exercise and eat properly, drink your water, and you're doing that consistently, but then you're not feeling like you're seeing the benefits of your efforts, it could be your sleep. You know, I've had clients that were putting in the work while they were awake, but then when it got to nighttime, their sleep hygiene was all the way off. Like, you know, they're on the phone too long, and so the blue lights that come from the phone can disturb your melatonin production, and so you won't be able to get to sleep. Or you're eating too close to your bedtime and your body is still trying to digest the food. So when you lay down at night and go to sleep, you may wake up in the middle of the night because the body is still trying to process. It's trying to work while it's trying to rest. Or people like my ladies out there are watching, you know, shows about crime against women. Like, you're watching those 3-letter shows, you know, some SI and, you know, VU and all this other stuff. You know, I'm not using all of the letters, but you know what I'm talking about. And or you're watching that what's that, Real TV? It's channels dedicated to crime, and you're watching you're having this 3-hour marathon of violence against women as you're trying to go to sleep at night. I mean, like, that doesn't even sound like a recipe for good sleep, you know. So a lot of people are just not getting good rest because they aren't being intentional about going to bed at night. You know, it's kind of like, well, I'm gonna push all day. When I get tired, I kind of just pass out. That's not saying, okay, it's a certain time of night. Let me wind down properly to let my body rest, and then let me ease into relaxation and then drift off to sleep. Like, you want to think about creating a sleep routine for yourself, which is, again, sleep, you know, part of the sleep hygiene, you know. And then the other part of it is people are snacking, you know. So people say, well, I find myself, you know, snacking late at night. Go to bed. The longer you stay up, the higher probability that you're going to get hungry. And if you stay up longer and you get hungry, you're going to reach for some nonsense. Listen, I'm not the guy that was always in shape. I'm not one of these guys who was an ex-athlete and was all ripped in my youth, and now, you know, I went to work out and I got ripped again. No, I had a stomach and I had the belly, I had the love handles, like, and I had to put in the work to get it off. So I'm saying that to say, I know how delicious a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch is at 11:30 at night. take your ass to bed, because that is going to be problematic. The longer you stay up, the higher the chances are you're going to reach for something that you don't need. Okay. And so here it is. You spent the day eating the proper foods, and you've put in the work in the gym or in your home to, at a home workout. But then because you're staying up too late, now you want the naughty stuff, So we have to become more intentional. Like I personally like to wear a sleep mask. I like to have any light blocked out, and that has really helped me get good rest, So you really got to think through, you have to think further and think deeper on what am I doing, after 8 p.m., particularly if you don't work nights. I know there's some folks that may be watching this, you may be like night nurses or something like that, or you have you work in third shift, so your sleep is different. But it still remains that you want to be intentional for your bedtime whenever that is in the day. You want to have a consistent routine that you lean on that's going to help you relax, help you decompress, so you can fall asleep nice and smooth, as opposed to just, you up trying to watch TV and then you just pass out, and then you wake up to some aggressive alarm and then start the day all over. What is that? So you definitely want to be more mindful and intentional about your sleep. It's not just for just for the energy, but again, if your goal is fat loss, all that transformation occurs while the body is resting. That's one thing we have to remember. The body transforms during the rest period. It's not necessarily what's happening during the workout. It's what happens after the workout, where the body can repair itself and become stronger for the next session at the gym, or the next session of activities, whatever that may be. So you got to keep that in mind. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Please let me know below in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Please if you like what you heard, and subscribe to the channel. But I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.